All right, I don't know if you've been watching the gas prices. It's really unbelievable. They say we may down in parts of the country before Christmas, we may be paying below $3 a gallon. Of course, here in New York, it'll still be like $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
Or at least, where we are now. David Taylor is an expert when it comes to gas prices, and he's on the line right now. David, good morning. What do you think? Are we going to see below $3 a gallon before the first of the year?
There is a possibility of that. We've been watching it, and so we're down in Texas, and we're right next to the thick of things. And so what we're looking at is there's several stations right now that are actually right at $3 a station.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And, of course, we have all the taxes up here. Where are we right now? Anybody? I didn't guess this morning.
$3.50 to $3.55. We're in that range.
I mean, that's really. That's just so low for us here. That's incredible. What's the reason?
Yeah.
Why are we seeing this?
Well, a lot of people would think it's about different geopolitics and all the different wars that are going on there, but really what it is it's kind of a hedge play. People are, instead of shorting oil futures, what they're doing is they're actually betting on the futures that it's going to drop. So that's kind of where the things are going right now. People are starting to see the future of this.
And do you think that playing a role, any role whatsoever, is the fuel economy, these vehicles that have great fuel economy, and even the hybrids and that, does that play any role in driving the price down?
Well, I think it definitely does. Yeah. But what's really happening right now is you're starting to get out of school. A lot of people aren't going and traveling to the different water parks and theme parks and taking all their vacations. So this happens every year around September. You'll start seeing some drop in prices.
And even if it does continue to drop, when is it going to come back up? Because we know that's going to happen, right?
Well, we definitely know it's going to happen. I mean, right now you've got such a huge supply of oil going on. You've got all the different countries who are starting to have these shale plays. And, I think that's what's so beautiful about this time right now is you have all this opportunity to get into the oil business, but at the same time, we have massive supplies that we're sending out to different refineries across the world for China and India to consume.
Somebody writes here, gas prices always go down before national elections, especially when the Democrats are trying to stay alive. I know you kind of addressed that, but if anybody could have driven gas prices down, it would have been the Bushes.
And
if anybody could have done it, and those prices before that election before George H.W. were the highest. They did not come down. If anybody could have done it, couldn't they have done it?
Before Obama took office, the George W., we were paying, and people seem to forget this because we had gone up to $3 that election season. And David, you'll remember this. Weren't we paying we were down to like $2.20 or $1.80 a gallon. We were right around that $2 range.
We were around the $2 range, but if you remember, during that period, you have a very, very low supply that was going on out there, and so we weren't allowed to drill. And when you have all these different opportunities and you have the OPEC area kind of gauging pricing, we are just along for the ride, unfortunately.
Right. So the thought that this is political in any way, you don't buy into that?
I know that there's some politics involved. There has to be. I mean, it's based on where can you get the supply. So if you have things that are going on in Africa and Libya, well, you're not going to get the supply from them because it's too devastating to go out and take that to the refiner.
Right. Yeah.
So I think there's definitely politics involved, but I wouldn't consider it to be much more of a Republican-Democrat. It's just a geo situation.
Right. So we're looking at, this will continue to get down before the holidays. We can enjoy it while we can enjoy it because you don't know what's going to happen. It could pop right back up before we know it. And obviously one of the things, too, that's helped is the lack of hurricanes in that region, at least in the Gulf area, right?
No, I absolutely agree. I mean, we've had beautiful weather down here, and we're pumping and producing oil at a pretty good rate. There's been really no decline in that, and so perfect time to be in this business because it hedges against your portfolio too.
Yeah, right. All right, David Taylor, thanks for the good news.
All right,
a little good news for a
change. Thank
you.
Right,
thanks so much. It's not.